Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bake with me and Q&A. I think the last time I filmed one of these was genuinely like 2 years ago, and I haven't really had like a chit chat with you guys in a while. I feel like I've been doing so many vlogs, which I love and you guys love as well, but I thought it'd be cute to do a little bake with me and a little catch up. Today I'm gonna be baking white chocolate cookies. I feel like white chocolate cookies are just good. Also, ignore this, I spilled food on me half an hour ago and I just cleaned up with a wet wipe, so there's a little stain on my cardigan, but it'll go. But yeah, I put an Instagram poll on my story the other day. If you don't follow my Instagram, go check it out. I'll put it on screen and it's always in the description because I'm quite active on my Instagram. Yeah, I put a little poll on my story asking for some Q&A questions and I screenshotted quite a few. There were so many responses. Like, you guys are so inquisitive. I love it. Like, I love talking, so I can't wait to do this. But yeah, I'm gonna be answering your questions and cooking. First of all, I'm gonna be following the VVC good food recipe for white chocolate cookies, so if you want to follow the one I'm following. Wait, let me see how it turns out before we try to follow the recipe. Let me get out my ingredients. 120 grams unsalted butter. Well, I took this out like 20 minutes ago, so I'm hoping it's softened, but it still feels kind of hard. I bought some brown sugar in Tesco today. Ta-da! Golden caster sugar. We only have golden granulated sugar, but I feel like it's gonna be similar enough. 1 medium egg, perfect. Vanilla bean paste. I mean, I have vanilla extract. I feel like that's similar enough. I went to Tesco earlier and got 2 bars of Milky Bar because I saw like in the baking section, oh, this stain's really annoying me. But I saw in the baking section like white chocolate chips like for cookies, but I feel like using like actual white chocolate and then like chopped is probably nicer. Okay, as I measure these out, I'm gonna be answering the first few questions. First of all, let me turn the oven on. Okay, so the first question I got quite a lot was so many people was wondering what I got in my A-level marks, which is kind of cute that you guys want to know, but I'm just like so happy with what I got. I actually got 4 A stars, which is kind of insane to me as well, but I've dropped my 4th subject. Some people were like, are you still doing 4 A-levels, girl? I was like, no. As soon as I was allowed to, so we had to sit these summer exams before we were allowed to drop, and then as soon as I did my econ, I dropped it. And then a lot of people were asking like what current A-levels I do, so I do, as I just said, chem, bio, and math. And a lot of questions on like my favorite, which like I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna get a lot of controversy, but you know what, probably like maths. I would say bio I find the most interesting just because I find like the human body really interesting, but the bio like tests format and the mark scheme sucks. If you do A-level AQA bio, like tell me why the mark scheme is so harsh and so specific. Yeah, these questions are going to be so random, so they're going to be in a very random order, but summer plans. So I am a aspiring medic, hopefully studying medicine at uni. That means that my year 12 summer is low-key dedicated to the UCAT and personal statement, etc. But I am not letting that take over my summer. Gotta have balance always. So I'm actually going on a girls holiday to Marbella with my girlfriend. I cannot wait. Like, it's gonna be the first time that I'm going away with the school friend, or like my school college friend group, and Marbella, Spain, like it's gonna be so beautiful. That I cannot wait for. I'm definitely going to be vlogging that, so keep up for that. That's like at the end of July, I think. And then I'm also going to Italy with my boyfriend. We're going to Verona, and that's going to be at the end of the year. So my plan is to sit the UCAT, like by the way, if anyone that doesn't know, UCAT is just like medical entrance exams. I'm planning to sit the UCAT at the end of August, like 27th maybe, and then we go on holiday on the 29th. So it'll be like, it gives me a day to process if it went bad or good, and then I can enjoy Italy. By the way, if you're making cookies and you're not using light brown sugar, that's where you're going wrong. Like, once I made cookies and we just didn't have this and I couldn't be asked to go to the shop, so I just used like regular sugar, and it was not the same. Like, you know when cookies like nicely break apart and they're like sort of gooey in the middle? This is what does it. This is, I don't know if that's actually true, but this in my opinion is the secret. Okay, someone asked what uni are you planning on going to and what are you going to study? So I am still visiting uni open days, and so far I've been loving them, and so far my top choice is King's. I loved King's, I'm not gonna lie, so that's probably top choice. I went to Queen Mary's literally yesterday, which was so good. I love Queen Mary's as well. It was very vibrant. I love East London, and then I'm gonna go to UCL on the 28th of June, I think. But yeah, hopefully somewhere in London. I'm planning on choosing my 4th uni after I've done my UCAT and then doing that strategically. So I definitely have like 1 uni that I'm definitely getting into. Yeah, King's is my dream uni, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty set on it. Someone asked what is my workout routine. I actually got so many questions on like my workout routine, how I stay fit, etc. I do have a video on my channel where I did like workouts in a week and what I sort of do, but mostly I just try like move my body. I have a balance with my eating. Like, most of the meals I cook myself, I'll try make them semi-healthy, obviously enjoyable, but like, you know, your vegetables, etc. And then when I go out with friends, I'll have some like fat pizza, and I think that's the key, like just having a balance. I see a lot of people follow like the 80-20 rule like on Instagram, but yeah, just some people are asking like, oh, what do you eat in a day, etc. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really would feel comfortable filming one of those videos, just because I know so many people compare yourself to what other people do and like eat in a day. But like low-key, everyone is so different. Like I do quite a lot of sport and I'm quite active, so sometimes I think I eat a bit more than like a lot of the influencers online, but like everyone's really different, and I like really try. It's hard to when you're constantly on social media, but not to compare myself. How did you and your boyfriend meet? A lot of people are asking like, are you single? By the way, I'm so bad at mixing this. I might have to use an electric mixer. First of all, yes, I have a boyfriend. A lot of people asking if I was single, my relationship status, etc. I've been dating my boyfriend for like just over a year now, a year and 2 months maybe. We met, we were actually in the same primary school together, but like I literally did not ever speak to him. And then secondary, I sort of knew him, and he used to get on my bus. And then like in year 9, year 10, I don't know how that is for like other countries. How old is that? Like 13, 14? We started like becoming friends, and we were sort of in the same friend group, but like we were both talking to other people. And then we started talking like, I think year 11. Yeah, year 11 New Year's Eve when we like properly started talking. But we've just always sort of known each other and been like mutuals through like friends and stuff. So it wasn't some insane story. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to put this in the mixer because this is I'm gonna show you what's inside this bowl. At the moment it's just butter and sugar, but like it's just, give me 1 second. Okay, I don't really know why I was attempting to do that by hand in the first place. Okay, that's so much better. Next step is crack in an egg, beat again, stir through the vanilla, flour, and basically everything else. Let me try to get a thumbnail, 1 sec. Okay, hopefully one of those are good. Let me put this back in the mixer, 1 sec. Okay, this is going on, but it says to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. By the way, I don't have a proper tripod, so you're set up right now on my kettle and a pack of mints. You want to see the tripod setup? This is what you're balancing on. I've genuinely bought like 3 different tripods for this camera, and I don't like any of them. They're just like too annoying to use. Anyway, right, let me chop up the white chocolate because that's what we're adding in next. I've got quite a few questions saying like, what do you want to do when you're older? And this one says, do you want to do YouTube as your full-time job? But I am 100% not quitting YouTube. Like that's one thing I know for certain, however my future goes. I love creating YouTube videos to maintain a balance. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, about how I like maintain balance. But it's genuinely one of the things that like helps keep me sane, and like it's sort of like a pathway for my creativity, just creating videos, talking to you guys. I definitely want to do medicine at university, like I'm set on that. But I just think if I can do A-levels and YouTube, surely university should be okay as long as I stay organized. I mean, there are a lot of other like medic YouTubers, and we'll just see how it goes. Like I have a lot of big plans, but I think we can make them work. And then even when I graduate and hopefully and become a doctor, there's now a chance or like an opportunity where you can just do 60% instead of the 100%, which should hopefully give me like time to create content, because I love creating content. I love doing this for you guys. Genuinely, it's one of my favorite things. So yes, I do plan on doing YouTube. I don't know where it will go in the future, like when I'm older, whether that turns into a podcast, whatever. We're gonna add 180 grams of plain flour. Oh, I've messed that up so much. It's on negative numbers. So I'm gonna just go to 0 and add in like a bit less than they said. I mean, if it needs more flour, I can just add more flour, right? It's because I zeroed the scale whilst the sieve was like on the bowl. I don't know how much to add in. Right, I think less is more. The next one was how do you deal with stress? That was some sharp knife. Sharp knife almost being flung off. Okay, that was stressful. How to deal with stress? Low-key, I think I'm still learning how to deal with stress. Like to deal with stress at the moment, number 1, journaling. Especially, that's more like overwhelmed stress. If I'm overwhelmed, journaling, I just need to get my thoughts out, or even speaking to someone. I'm so lucky to have like a good group of friends I can speak to, and my mom, my dad, my parents. Another way is meditation. I think I'll mention this in my next video, but I've recently been meditating and that has helped. Having a to-do list and getting organized. Like sometimes I just need to sort my life out, and then that reduces the stress once I know what I'm gonna do. And sometimes just taking a chill. Sometimes when I'm overly stressed, it's actually like anti-productive. So sometimes I'm just like, okay, I need to take a bath and not try doing more work. The more stressed I get, the worse it's gonna be. My favorite song. You know what I've been loving? Let me, 1 sec. I'm so bad with song names. Freaking love Billy's new album. And if you guys, you probably heard most of them. Oh, I'm gonna mess it up so bad. Chihiro? I don't know. I love that song. It's also, the sun's kind of going, so if the lighting's getting a little bit darker, it's because it's like, it's only 4 p.m. actually. Still kind of early. Would you like to live in another country for a period of time? And if yes, which country? Okay, so I want to live in the UK when I'm older, have kids in the UK, whatever. But I think I would love to live in Australia. Like maybe I do my F1, which we want medics, is like your first year of like a junior doctor, and then I go to Australia for a couple of years and work there. A lot of people were asking if I'm going to take a gap year, so I'm not taking a gap year before uni, but I definitely plan I'm taking a gap year after uni. Number one, to figure out what I want to do with my life, and to go traveling. I really want to go traveling, like Asia, Australia. That's everything I'm going to do, but just probably after university. Okay, wait, I need to make sure I'm doing this right. Half a teaspoon of bicarb soda, a quarter teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, I'm such a yapper. I love speaking. How do you manage your social and school life with also a relationship? I had so many on how do you balance life, how do you cope. A lot of people were just like, oh, how you having it? Number one, I don't really know, but like practicality, actual tips, Notion, and staying organized. Time management. I think having good time management when you want to do a lot of things is really important. So for me, I will schedule in like everything I'm doing. I'm a huge planner. I don't know why this lighting's very pink, by the way. And I think it's just trying to find a balance. I think even I struggle trying to balance it. Sometimes I will go out too much and I'll think, damn, like I probably should have stayed home that one night and done like a bit of work. And then other times I'm like doing work the whole week and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go out. It's all about balance. You will not be productive if you just work. No one can work 7 days a week without rest. Like it's literally not possible. So people are asking like how I maintain a relationship whilst doing all this. And I'm not gonna lie, like my relationship has had one of the biggest positive impacts on my work-life balance. Let me take my rings off, by the way, because I feel like I'm gonna get them all dirty. But it sort of forces me to not be, I'm not obsessed with work, because I don't think I am, but it's easy to get addicted to academic achievement. And like low-key maintaining a relationship and seeing my boyfriend on the weekend, I think actually helps me keep a balance. Someone asked, have you ever visited Malaysia? If so, how was it? I visited Malaysia 2 or 3 times. I am desperate to go back. I was supposed to go back this year, and then because of UCAT, I decided not to, because I want to get a good UCAT. But defo next year, I'm like 95% sure I'll be going in my year 13 summer, which I cannot wait. But I loved it when I went. I was just quite young, so I can't remember too much. I think I was maybe like 13. No, younger, like 12. I literally cannot wait to go back, like genuinely. I think I'm gonna add like a bit more flour. Ooh. Little wrapper on my sieve. I'm gonna just try roll this into like 10 balls. What advice would you give your younger self? What would I tell my younger self? God, don't be so harsh on yourself. I think you've just got to be kinder to yourself. Like everyone listening to this, everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes. Like you're constantly learning, so just be kinder to yourself and like more forgiving, I think would be my advice. What is your best advice for year 12 or going into sixth form? Probably like enjoy year 12. Like I really have enjoyed year 12, but again, like finding that balance. I remember when I started and I was looking for tips, there'd be a mix of people saying like just find friends in the first few months, don't do any work, and then there'd be people saying like do work, don't fall behind in your first few weeks. God, you need to do like both. Like make friends, socialize. Like I used like half my freeze and then I didn't use half my freeze. I wouldn't say like you need to be so on it, my hands, at the start of year 12, but also don't just completely slack. Favorite place to get matcha? Blank Street, without a doubt. I'm getting this flour all over myself. Okay, someone said, how is the leap from GCSEs to A-level? I had a very different experience to a lot of people I've spoken to in my year. I actually find A-levels easier than my GCSEs. I think the reason is because with GCSEs, I was studying things that I didn't want to study. And like I'd be sitting in geography class and I'd be like, I don't want to be here. Like not in a rude way. I actually really enjoy my geography class. That was just an example. But like now only doing 3 subjects, having some sort of like goal at the end of them and like why I'm doing them is sort of more motivational. I actually found the leap okay, and also coming straight out of like revising a lot for my GCSEs, I didn't find it that bad. One tray is done. How do you deal with low energy levels? Okay, I'm so glad someone asked me this, because I think on my YouTube I only film really when my energy levels are like mostly high, or a lot of the time I won't show some of the bad days that I have. But trust me, everyone has low energy level days. Like even your favorite like perfect influencer has low energy level days, and on those days I don't put pressure on myself to do stuff. I will do the things I enjoy doing, like baking or having a bath, having a self-care night. Depending on how you are, sometimes I have low energy levels and I'm like, okay, I need to go socialize, I need to be with a friend, and I need to talk and not think about stuff. And other times I'm like, okay, I have low energy levels, I just want to chill and have some sort of solo date in my room tonight, like watch some Netflix and do nothing and bed rot for like the evening, and that's completely fine too. Wait, actually let me put the cookies in the oven and then I'll do like 3-4 more questions. These are my babies. Oven's on 180, so I'm gonna just chuck them in. It says to cook for 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna set a 6-minute timer and then flip them round like on the top and bottom of the oven. I think I have flour on my chin from when I was eating the cookie dough. Last few fire Q&A question. Ride or die makeup product, a Glossier, my NARS concealer or the Glossier Dusk Blush. Tips for skin and me. I have struggled with acne. Like, I have spoken about this. I'll probably speak about it more in future videos. Skin and me, I think I did a sponsorship with them in like one of my previous videos, but no joke, they have saved my skin. I have a few close components on my forehead still, hoping for them to go soon, but my skin has improved so much since using them. Also, I have a code amycheah. I'm pretty sure I'll put it on the screen, so you can get like the daily doses at a discounted price. This video isn't sponsored, by the way. I've just been in partnership with them before, but they are so good. Do you feel left out if your friends go out without you? If I've been invited, no. Someone also asked if I got FOMO. Not really. I feel like quite comfortable with my friend groups if they go out without me. It's like I'm probably busy, but I don't really get FOMO. I don't know, I'm kind of happy like in my own company as well. Favorite fragrance, Versace Crystal Noir. Put it on the screen. And finally, your go-to meal deal. I'm not gonna lie, it changes, but I love, there's like, okay, this is the Spenny meal deal. I only get meal deals, but if I do, I get the nice ones. So, you know, like in Tesco, they have the £3.40 option and the like £4.50 option. I sometimes go for the £4.50 option. They do a really good like chicken and feta wrap. I think that's button, like that's so good. And then salt and vinegar Walkers, and then just sort of coffee on the side, like any sort of like chilled iced coffee. But yeah, that would be my go-to, or like maybe not go-to, but my top tier meal deal. But yeah, I'm gonna tidy up this mess because look at this flower mess that I've created. Yeah, I'm gonna tidy this up and I'm gonna come back once the cookies are ready to come out the oven. Come on, perfectly golden cookies. I'm gonna let them cool just on here for a minute. Actually, I might put them on a rack. They look 10 out of 10, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure, oh, lighting's kind of like glowing my forehead. Can I turn this off? Okay, there we go. They seem really soft, which is kind of what I was going for. Okay, perfect. They're just on the little cooling rack. I am gonna end the video here and wash up because I made a bit of a mess with the bowls. So they're all in the sink waiting to be washed up. But I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.